Viewers and subscribers, this is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. And today's truth comes with great news. Call it good news, you can be indifferent about it. But the bottom line is that Monday sit at home have finally come to a total end. It is not coming from government this time. It is coming from those who have been feared when it comes to Monday sit at home. Listen to them.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends all over the world. Today is 7th of February 2026. This information is coming from the table of Triple General Igwe Botozo and the Major General Gento de Yahoo and all the 40 state commanders in Biafra land. As the information reaching to my table to inform all Biafrans, order from the highest command of the Biafra Restoration Movement, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has reached us that Monday sit at home is cancelled from today. Sit at home is a voluntarily and will not be enforced henceforth. Last Monday, sit at home, February 2nd of February, sit at home was a one-off event due to the Soludo's stupidity and will not happen again. Onitsha traders and Onitsha traders are Biafrans, and our children must return to school on Mondays as commanded by our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our job as guidance of Biafra land is to keep away Fulani terrorists from our land. That is the task our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, gives us, and we must follow it to the letter. No enforcement will be tolerated henceforth. Our traders should decide if they want to open or not. Any intimidation from Soludo or any government will force us to react. If Soludo is as stupid to lock down any shop in Onitsha, his family, house, and that of his in-laws will be destroyed too. We are peaceful people defending our land from Janjaweed killers, and we make no apology for that. Igbo politicians and the Nigerians should pray nothing happens to our supreme leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we would bring every politician children down and Nigeria will burn. Our people should see what is happening in Yoruba land as an example of what happens to a lazy, cowardly people. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secured our land by setting up Eastern Security Network, and we should all be grateful to him. And the Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, Naval and Air Force hereby declare that it is our job to defend our land.
Good. You heard it, right? This time is no longer coming from the government or people like me who have been advocating that Monday sit at home is a journey embarked upon with pride to show that they are in control. a show of force and not a calculated attempt to add value to our homeland. But I thank God, ultimately, finally, time has enabled us to live up to this moment to be a witness that sense and reasoning have taken place. Reasoning in the sense that when we said that, oh, Monday starts home, I actually introduced it myself. I advocated for it at the first instance. Don't forget and don't get it twisted. Sit at home is a protest which we can embark upon in a calculated way to add value to what we are doing as agitators for self-determination. At the time when the federal government were massacring our people on the street, and there is no way we can put a stop to that and also continue in the protest rather than we sitting at home. I pleaded with my brothers, the Biafran agitators, including Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, as it were. Even that time, they called me baby broadcaster, that I'm a coward, that we must be marching on the street. But when it comes to the point that, oh, we have realized sit at home should be the best option. Now, when this introduction of Monday sit at home came up, I also advised my people, this one, we're going to shoot ourselves in the leg. But nobody listened to me. They called me all manner of names. Because if you can remember, that Monday when Nnamdi Kanu went to court, and the Monday sit at home was declared, I supported it. But when it now became a mandatory, every day you must sit at home on Mondays by fire, by force, I told my people it will work against even Nnamdi Kanu's case. And it actually did. And now we've come to the point that we have realized the mistake we've made. 5 years gone down the drain in the southeast. Because one, it didn't add any value to Nnamdi Kanu's cause. It didn't get Nnamdi Kanu freed from the dungeons of the Nigerian prisons up to today. I advise my people early enough so that we don't embark on a journey with pride just to show we are in control without calculating the cost and the outcome. But this is a lesson for every one of us. I'm not blaming anybody at this time, but I'm calling us to reason. Anytime we come up with valuable information, don't joke with it. This is not about emotional and sentimental attachment. This is being critical about issues. I want that even that Monday sit at home would undermine the popularity of Nnamdi Kanu going to court. Do you know that since the enforcement of that mandatory Monday sit at home, many people do no longer know when Nnamdi Kanu goes to court? Because you may sit at home on Monday, you will be taken to court on Wednesday. People will not even know. On Wednesday, people will be going to market. But I told my people, anytime Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, to show solidarity, everybody should sit at home. So that everybody, the whole world will know that we stand in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. And that must not only happen in the southeast. It should also be happening across Nigeria. If the Monday sit at home happens across Nigeria, that every Igbo man shuts down his shops, don't go to market, in solidarity to Nnamdi Kanu's case, do you think that the judiciary will come up with this kind of kurukere kind of judgment they did? Nigeria will be shut down every Monday. But by the time you are just shutting yourself in your region, it is not affecting Lagos, it is not affecting Abuja, it's not affecting Kanu, it's not affecting Kaduna or any other part of Nigeria except the Biafran land. We were busy shooting ourselves in the leg, thinking that we are getting at the federal government. They were just laughing at us. They were just laughing at our stupidity because of the arrogance of some few people who wants to show power. But thank God we've come to this point. Even at the point when Nnamdi Kanu said, no, this thing is working against me. Even those who are so-called enforcing that, he is using that opportunity to commit all manner of criminality, killing a lot of our people, destroying lives and properties in the process. And it is even working against Nnamdi Kanu, giving the enemies what they use against him in court. When he condemned it, even when he condemned it, people came online and say somebody in prison will not be giving them orders. You can imagine. But I thank God that at this time we have all realized, including the government. You saw and heard about the last Monday sit at home, which they threatened hell and brimstone when Soludo said it must come to an end by fire by force. You heard what they said, that the reason why they wanted to enforce the Monday sit at home last week was because of Soludo. So when actually did they lay their arms down? When actually did they say, okay, enough of Monday sit at home? But thank God, I will keep thanking God and also thanking them. These our brothers in the bush, armed to the tooth. We thank and appreciate you for allowing reasoning. Now, moving forward, let us do things calculatively so that we will not be an instrument in the hands of our oppressors against ourselves. That is my own position. I have never been against any strategy that will advance the cause of the agitation for self-determination for the indigenous people of Biafra who are trapped in Nigeria. There is no two ways about it. I have not been apologetic about being a Biafran. I am an indigenous person of Biafra, and that makes me IPOB. And I am not a terrorist. The same is also applicable to every indigenous person of Biafra. Likewise, other indigenous people who are trapped in Nigeria. Trapped in Nigeria in the sense that we never agreed to be forcefully amalgamated by British colonial government. And that is the truth. And it is not a crime for you to agitate for your self-determination as an indigenous person. It doesn't make you a terrorist. But when we start going out of the way, doing things in a manner that we criminalize the agitation for self-determination, then that's the problem. So I thank God our people are beginning to reason towards this direction. And I hope we will have some meeting points in terms of agreeing on the strategies we must enforce in order to free ourselves from the bondage of those who are oppressing us, including those who bear our names, those who are indigenous by Biafra identity, yet they are working for your oppressors and they are in government. If you can go after them, not with the force of arms, but encouraging all our people to make sure we eradicate them from the government power, from corridors of power. You can see the transformation that is happening in Abia State. It is not by accident. If the likes of Ojo Zokalo and their cohorts had been in power up to today, do you think that Abia State will be having a new era and a fresh breath of good governance? No, it will not happen. And so who is going to be the victim? The Biafran people who are being deprived. So I will continue in this, our advocacy, in our ideology, that the Biafran people can only be free if truly we are free from our oppressors from within, those who are in control of our collective patrimony, but they chose to work for our very oppressors in our homeland. Until we do that, our self-determination will be a Babylonian dance of 2 steps forward, 5 steps backward. And that is my position. I might be wrong. Let me have your opinion on the comment section. I want to use the opportunity to appreciate these our brothers for laying down their arms on this issue of forceful Monday sit at home. What do you think? This is no time to give all praise to Salema Mbafo, who had brought them to their knees. Again. My name is Asujan Peters, your advocate for good governance. Help me share this video. I'm signing out. Bye-bye for now.